Hi guys, my name is Carly McCarthy and I have been a Beachbody coach for about 2 years now. And I wanted to take a minute and talk to you guys about why I became a coach. Really kind of a long story, so I'm going to talk a little fast here and kind of condense it down. Like so many other women growing up and in high school into my late 20s, I struggled with eating issues, with self-esteem issues, low self-worth, etc. I struggled with an eating disorder that I was put into rehab for a handful of times by my parents, but as any of you who have struggled with that know, if you don't want to get better, it doesn't matter what anybody else does for you, you're just not going to get better. That morphed into a prescription drug addiction, basically. I was taking a lot of pills to prevent me from eating, and I used to say I was going to be dead by 30. I would say it in a joking way, but I really meant it. I would kind of laugh about it, but in my mind I remember thinking that I was just so tired and just never felt good, and that I was just like tired of dealing with everything and how much easier it was going to be when I just died of a heart attack from all of the drugs. Then I met my husband and we found out we were pregnant with twins, which was a huge blessing. I just didn't know it at the time, but from the moment you walk in and you get your ultrasound and you hear the heartbeats of your children, you just become really connected, and I wanted to have a really good pregnancy and do everything I could to have healthy babies. And I don't know how or why my body was so good to me, but it created a very, very amazing home for my twins. I carried them full term. I had these lovely, healthy, awesome twin babies. And from the moment I held them in my arms and laid eyes on them, I was so madly in love with them. Like, you moms know what I'm talking about. And I just couldn't imagine my life without them or their life without me. And I knew that I had to make a lot of changes. I wanted to set a really good example for them, and I wanted them to love themselves as much as I love them and know that they were valuable. But I was also struggling with I was 218 pounds after I had them. So I was struggling with this intense desire to be like this really awesome mom who could show them how to love themselves and be like a really good example for them, but also really hating myself because I'd never been so heavy before and I was uncomfortable in my own skin, and I just couldn't stand to even like look at myself. I don't even have any pictures with my kids for the first 6 months because I hated the way that I looked so much and hated myself so much that I would not allow anyone to take any pictures of us, and that makes me really sad now. But I needed something. I knew I needed to make a change, but I was like really lost and I didn't know how I was going to do that. And then, thank God, Beachbody started creeping into my social media, my Instagram and stuff. My best friend was doing TurboFire. She was becoming a coach. I had no idea what it was, but I just knew that she was doing it from home. And I thought, okay, this could be really cool. I could do this and not go to the gym, be embarrassed, like feel like people are staring at me, and also like I wouldn't know what the hell to do. So I ended up getting T25, losing 30 pounds right off the bat, falling in love with Shakeology, and out of my obsession with Shakeology, I became what I wanted to be, a discount coach. That's what I was going to do, because I thought there's no way in hell you can make a living doing something like this. It's stupid. I've tried, like Scentsy and other things before, and it just never works out. Became a discount coach also because we needed that discount because we were living with my husband's grandparents at the time. We were so broke and in debt, and even justifying being a discount coach was a little bit rough. I thought maybe I'll make 50 bucks here and there though and make it better. Fast forward 2 years later, here I am, replace my income at my job, and I get to stay at home and do this full time with my kids. We bought our own house. We've paid off all of our debt, including our vehicles. But the best thing is that I do actually love myself now. I am healthy and I'm setting a really good example for my kids. So I'm doing what I wanted to do and what my main goal was, which is a miracle because it's a total flip, like reverse from where I was when I had them. So Beachbody has really just crept into every single part of my life and made it better. And the friendships also that I've created with the other coaches are amazing. I was a little intimidated by coming into something like this with so many women at first, but they have been my biggest cheerleaders They lift you up. They're there for you on your darkest days and your best days, and it's really such an amazing community of people. I've learned so much, and I'll just be eternally grateful to Beachbody. And sometimes when I think about the fact that I almost said no to this opportunity, it really scares me. Like, I have moments when I just have a flashback of like what maybe my life would be like now if I would have said no, and I'm just like, oh, like I dodged a bullet. Like, thank God I actually gave this opportunity a chance. So I want to thank you guys for listening to me. I know I went a little bit long, and I want to invite you to ask any questions about anything I spoke about in this video, or anything that I posted about, or just anything in general that you would like to know about. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to talk to you guys.